God, Jesus Christ. All right, Rob, what have we got here? Book review. We have The Making of GoldenEye by Garth Pearce. Now, this is my book I picked up for about 10 sheets in a charity shop not too long ago.
I have it as well.
And you have it as well. The
I bought
recently
it
passed Garth
at
Pearce.
the time of publication.
Now, quite sad that Garth Pearce, timely I suppose, passed away quite recently. Not much fanfare. I don't think a lot of people were talking about it.
No, and I found out about it about a month after he died.
Wow.
But he wrote these two books, didn't he, that we're going to talk about today?
So this, I think, is quite a special book because, again, the photos, the behind-the-scenes knowledge and him visiting all of the sets. So I guess this was almost like what the Greg Williams would be doing of today now.
Yes, and it's also a bit like the diary that Roger Moore wrote of the making of Live and Let Die, because it is like a diary. It's written like a diary because it's dated, isn't it? It's like, on this date, this was filmed. On this date, this was filmed, which is fascinating, actually.
And you got Barbara Broccoli there.
Oh, she looks young, isn't she? There, look at that.
Well, she might be smoking a cigarette, but it's probably down by a hip.
Yeah.
I would love to go to Russia.
But that's not Russia, is it?
Is that Leavesden?
I think so.
No, I think that might be Russia.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think that bit is Russia.
Okay. Just the opening shot. But they did recreate all of that at Leavesden, didn't they?
No, the street. I think the street they did, but the canal.
Okay. Oh, right, yeah. So that's
So what? Okay, so I could be way off, and correct us in the comments here. But what I believe happened. Oh, okay, yeah, great. So this is what he talks about. This is what I was about to say. He goes. Barbara says, as we began preparation within Russia, we started to realise there was a lot of red tape to cut through. It is not their fault, but we are used to working in cities which are familiar with filming schedules and methods. We also had extra complications. We felt that if we were driving 36-ton tanks around the streets for 4 weeks, we would outstay our welcome. There was the weight of the tanks going over certain streets, and we started to be concerned about damage to gas pipes and water mains and such like. The question of liability was complicated. How fragile were these pipes and mains in the first place? So basically, the Russian government is saying, look, if you break a water main, a gas pipe or a water main that is like 300 years old, then you're going to be paying us a small fortune. So there was,
fair enough.
And look, she goes on about the uncertainty of Russia, but there's all of these little stories and snippets and
although at that time, I'm
bits.
trying to think, 1994 they would have been filming.
95. For filming.
They filmed in 94. They started filming. I'm wondering, was that
Pearce and his art?
That's obviously post Glasnost and all of that stuff and Perestroika, isn't it? Gorbachev. But I think by then, had there been the coup and Gorbachev was out and they had Boris Yeltsin in there, and then it all went to shit again? I can't remember. But yeah.
Possibly. Anyway, all right, Rob. So recommend this one. It's
a great book.
Lots of little tiny anecdotes and bits and bobs. God, look how sexy that is.
Yeah. They're great, these books.
But Garth Pearce wrote another book, didn't he?
He did.
Rob?
So this is this one. This is my copy of The Making of Tomorrow Never Dies.
Okay, bring it in.
So we got this one here. What's this I'm stepping on?
Stepping on my press-ups, my press-up handles.
Yeah. So again, Garth Pearce. So this came out at the time of the release of the film. And same again, basically. And it's all about the background story. Here, this is
to the camera. You're just looking at it. The camera.
This is great. This. So, not making a crisis out of a drama, and all about all the complications that went on behind the scenes of this. There were all sorts of complications that went on.
How about I do it and you talk about it?
Well, oh look at that. That's cool, isn't it?
Oh.
There's Roger Spottiswoode, and that must be the DOP, I reckon.
Was it Philip Mayhew on this as well?
No, because he works with.
Do love a storyboard action and all that sort of stuff. That looks great.
Yeah, no, I can't remember who the DOP on this film was.
We'll figure it out.
It wasn't Phil Mayhew, but yeah, it's.
Someone's going to Google it frantically and then act like they always knew it in the comments. Rob, come into the shot. You're behind the camera.
Yeah, no, this is great. This is great.
When did you get this?
At the time of release, 1997.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's in good nick.
Because there weren't many books around in those days, and internet was
Some location hunting.
its earliest stages. Yeah, so I was still in the fan club at this stage, and so we were getting the 007 magazines with coverage of what was happening, but they were
Did he
few
only
and
do?
far between.
Sorry to cut you off at the pass. Did he only do 2?
Yes, he did. He only did 2. Because then the next one is a very different making of book. We should do that next time. Actually, I'll bring the Was Not Enough.
You got the Brosnan workout regime.
Oh yeah,
The guy that trained
send that to Zawadzki.
Daniel Day-Lewis. The guy that trained Daniel Day-Lewis for The Last of the Mohicans also trained Pearce for this. He's about 20 pounds heavier than he was in GoldenEye.
Yes, and you can see that.
Right.
And I think that's good. I think he looks fantastic in Tomorrow Never Dies, actually, personally. I think his performance in this film is much better than in GoldenEye, personally. I think he's a little bit wooden in GoldenEye in places.
Personal makeup artist whose first job at the age of 21 was to create Bo Derrick's look in 10. My favourite film, Rob. I told you that, right?
Yeah, yes.
Right? Apart from Heat, obviously.
Well, yeah.
It's 10.
You did tell me that.
Yeah.
I still haven't
Has
seen
worked
10.
on 35 major movies. Reports Pearce and I had several prior conversations regarding the look. We felt Bond had to have a robust, healthy, outdoorish appearance. Suave, yet rugged.
We'll have to do a screening of 10.
Oh, God.
Because that's not available to stream anywhere. No. I've looked. I can't find it.
Anyway, we've been going on for quite a long time.
Yeah, but there's lots of cool...
Thank you for watching that video. You know you can subscribe to Patreon and you get to watch it a month earlier. I don't know why I'm talking like Michael Caine, but you can. Thank you.